Hey, this is another video from my Braille Rose booktube, my bookish vlog slash blog slash whatever it is, which has been very inconsistent. I haven't finished any books lately, haven't posted since Halloween. It's been a month and a bit. I've been really busy with my university degree, doing different projects, doing different things. I haven't really finished a book. Only book I finished. Okay, so here I'll explain in this video kind of the kind of way I've done something, the way I've done things in the past, and how I'm gonna do it from now on. This isn't necessarily with videos, just in general. I'm gonna try and discuss a few aims and stuff for the future of this channel and myself as a reader. Because sadly, I'm not a traditional booktuber. So first of all, sorry for not posting here for a while. I've been busy, as I said, studying my theatre course. We've got our acting assessment tomorrow. I play someone who died. I'm in the afterlife, which is interesting. So that's that. I wish I'd been posting here more often, but as I wasn't finishing books, I was like, well, there's no reason to post here, because, So, yeah, but now I just wanted to say, about my videos and the way I'm going to do stuff. So previously, when I've read books, if I've done like a Goodreads review or some kind of update in general, this channel's new, or the updated version of this channel's new, so, not counting the, it's not, about how my channel used to be, but it's how I used to be. I used to review a series, the last book of that series, and because I'm reading a few different books at the one time, I'm busy, I'm not finishing books. So it'd be, I wouldn't be reviewing books till the end of the series. And right now I'm reading 4 series. So in reality, if I waited till I finished to the end of all those series and then did a vague review of everything, firstly, it would be very weak because it would be a very vague overview. And secondly, it would mean no content for a long time. So from now on, I intend to actually do a review for each book of the series. I am currently reading the Red Queen series. I finished the first 2 books of this series, and I'm on the 3rd one, The King's Cage. But obviously, I don't want to have to review the first one and then the second one. Now that I'm so far into the 3rd one, I'd rather just finish the 3rd one, 4th one, and do what I used to do. However, the other series I'm reading, the Nevernight series by Jay Kristoff, and Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi, and sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and also finale of the Caravel series by Stephanie Garber. That's another one. The Caravel one, I haven't done a review for each book. I'm just going to do another one, a review at the end. However, the Nevernight series, Nevernight Chronicles, and the Children of Blood and Bone, I'll be doing a review after each book. And that is how I will continue to do things. I will review each book on my channel and also written on my Goodreads. So if you are reading this, watching this, you are welcome to check out my reviews on Goodreads, and I will be promoting this YouTube channel on Goodreads. So if you're watching this from Goodreads, I appreciate it because you've come from my written review, but my actual spoken reviews are probably a lot better. because I'm speaking to you from the heart, not from the words. And I think my personality comes out a lot more when I talk about things than when I write about things. I can write creatively, but I write creatively in fiction, not so much as a YouTuber, as a person, as a person. I can write kind of spoken word stuff, but that's like deep feelings, isn't it? Like, rather than personality, I guess. I mean, it's part of personality, your feelings are who you are, but you know what I'm saying, it's not the wit and charm and humour. Not that I have wit, charm and humour, but you know what I mean, it's when I'm talking to you as viewers, it's like I'm talking to a friend or something. So my goals, I watch a lot of booktubers. I watch people who are doing, at the moment it's festive, it's Christmas time. I'm watching people who are doing Deck the Haulathon. I'm watching people who are doing Bookmas, Blogmas, all different things. Reading challenges, reading what are they called? Reading like reading tasks and challenges. And I'm not really doing anything like that. I am basically everything I'm reading right now is a young adult, and everything that I'm reading is fantasy or dystopian. The Red Queen series is dystopian. Everything else is fantasy. Caraval is kind of fantasy, but also I would say kind of fairy tale-esque. But yeah, that's fantasy still. And I'm missing my contemporaries at the moment. Like, I love young adult books, but I never really read. That's my other kind of goal for the future, is I read so much young adult, which is my favourite, that I neglect other genres that I like. Obviously those genres cross into young adult, but I haven't really read a contemporary adult romance lately. I have before, obviously, but I haven't really for a long time read anything that is young adult, because naturally young adult's my favourite and I have more success with young adult. But I don't know, I naturally, I think it would be good to read some more, books about people at university, books about young people who are in their 20s or 30s, rather than just young adult. However, I can relate to young adult. I've made huge changes in life in the last few years, and I love young adult, and I like the easy pace of young adult. And obviously, that's not a necessarily huge change between young adult and contemporary adult fiction, but still, I would like to try and widen my reading next year or soon when I have a bit more time to read anything else, because I tend to read about 5 different things at once, mainly because if you're not really interested in a certain thing, you can skip over. So, okay, Red Queen series, quite a popular series, amazing series, one of my favourite things I'm reading currently, but there are times where I think, okay, characters, I genuinely think you have some kind of PTSD issue going on. You're not okay, are you? You're going through some things. I think you should sit down and go to speak to somebody about it. But when you're reading about somebody, not just Red Queen series, but other things as well, when you're reading about somebody with mental health issues, or this is just generic, or somebody who's going through grief, or somebody who's going through trauma, and you're going through a hard time yourself, for whatever reason, it just might not be the right time to read that. I have anxiety, I have mental health issues, a variety of them. And if I'm reading a book about somebody with real bad anxiety, or who's going through a huge amount of trauma, and I'm feeling not so positive, sometimes you need to be mentally okay to read what you're reading. So I like reading 5 different books at one time, because you can swap and change. If you're not feeling a certain writing style, you can have a breather. If you can mix and match between longer and shorter books. easier styles, different genres. Somehow I've kind of managed to get myself into a pattern of reading everything in the same genre right now. But, I mean, I'm enjoying everything I'm reading right now. But still, that's why I tend to stick to reading about 4 or 5 books. But that means it takes me such a long time to read books. And I'm reading on my Braille note, which is my Braille laptop. For anyone who's new to my channel, I am blind. Also might be explained by the weird angle, probably not very accurate picture of myself in the screen. And the fact as well, I don't know, that, I don't, I've seen so many book hauls and unhauls of people who are actually have got paper copies of books, have got, and they can probably read it in their journey to work and that kind of thing, or school, or people who listen to the audiobooks. I have my books on my Braille note, which is my device that I showed you, through the iBooks app, which is brilliant. But, I don't really have, it's just when I read books, which is great. But it means I can't really do like the haul videos or the unhaul. I find it hard to log when I finished and started reading something because it takes me such a long time. Not because I can't read fast, because I do read fast, but I'm so busy and I'm reading 5 big series with like at least 2, 3, 4, maybe more books at the moment, that I'm just not going through different types of stuff. And yet I see some videos of people saying, I read 8 books this month, DNF'd 1, and I'm like, whoa, okay, you read 8 books this month. I've been reading the same ones just kind of through the series. And obviously I wasn't reviewing them publicly. So I was like, okay, I'm updating nobody about my reading goals and reading stuff. I'm reading the same stuff, which is amazing to read stuff, but it's also quite nice to whiz through, read different stuff. So in the future, I don't know if I'm going to cut that down down to 2 or 3 books I'm reading at a time. I don't know if I'm going to try that. It might help, it might not, I don't know. I might just see how things go after these big series are out of the way. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't remember all the books I read. I haven't got a kind of obvious system to stuff. I haven't got like any system going on to help me remember what I read, or I haven't got a huge pile of stuff that I've read each month. So, that's not easy to kind of use as a part of my YouTube channel. But I'm going to try and post as much stuff as I can. I'm going to try and talk about books as much as I can. Maybe I'll do some games about, I don't know, favorite book characters, or books that I've discuss books that I've read in the past, or, anything. So I'm going to be working on making my channel more exciting and becoming more like a booktuber, because I admire everyone who puts in time every day or every week, a few times, to discuss with fans, write, plan kind of videos, discuss all the books they've read, manage to keep tabs of what books they've read. Like, I admire that. Haul books, unhaul books, get arcs of books on NetGalley. Like, I wish I was that person who was reading 13 books a month, or not so 13, 5, 6, 7, would be nice, because I'm just not getting through much each month. But I will be working on ways that I can get this channel going and discussing books and how things are going with my reading journey. I've read quite a bit this week so far. I mean, it's only Monday, but, over the weekend I read quite a bit. I've read quite a bit today. No significant progress or anything, but I'm going gradually coming towards the end of the last book in the Caraval series, so that will be reviewed fairly soon at some point. I'm also now reading Songs from the Deep by Kelly Powell, which is a kind of siren-based kind of murder kind of mystery fantasy mashup, which is quite good, but I'm not fairly early days into that one. As well as my Nevernight series, which is I'm on book 1. Uh, Children of Blood and Bone, I'm on book 1 of 2. It's quite a big book, I think. And yeah, Red Queen, I'm on book 3 or 4. Although I think there's a novella after book 4, so I don't know. But basically, that's just an update into what's going on with me and books right now. I'm going to be throwing myself into reading as much as I can. Please spread the word. I'm not the best booktuber. I haven't got the capacity or the tools or the possibility of being a classic. Well, no, I'm not saying booktubers are classic and they're all the same. You're all, every booktuber is brilliant for their own way, but I think I'd like to be able to be that kind of part of the book community, but I haven't really got that opportunity right now. So, I'm gonna see how this goes, and my aim is to make this channel as exciting as I can. So please keep watching, please keep spreading the word, and I will continue to bring you new content as much as I can, and definitely more than once a month, because that needs to change.